to arise from physical processes, physical theories can explain only why physical systems have certain physical structures and how these systems perform various physical functions. Thus, no strictly physical theory can explain consciousness. So our conclusion here is how this no strictly physical theory can explain consciousness.
Yep. So no strictly physical theory can explain consciousness. And what is our reasoning for that?
Okay, but I have a question for you. Since thus always introduces a premise, isn't this
No, thus introduces a conclusion.
okay? Okay, so thus is our conclusion.
But it's not always like it has a good chance of being the conclusion. It's not always the conclusion, but it's like an indicator where that it could be.
Okay, so they try to confuse you with that too. Okay.
Yes. Like sometimes thus will introduce like a subsidiary conclusion.
Okay, okay. But that's mostly can that be here insufficient assumption, or is that more main conclusion
Oh
questions?
no, it could be here too, but
Because I haven't seen yet subsidiary one.
here's pretty easy. Like there's one sentence and then a thus.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's going to be like, hey, because of this, thus this happens.
Okay, okay. Okay.
So we're saying here, hey, although consciousness seems to arise from physical processes, so we think if we think consciousness comes from physical processes, physical theories can explain only why physical systems have certain physical structures. So our physical theories can only explain why physical systems have physical structures and how these systems perform various physical functions.
So many physicals.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't even know what this is all saying. We're like, okay, cool. These theories can only explain why our systems have certain physical structures and how the systems perform various functions. So we're trying to say that no, strictly physical theory can explain consciousness.
Okay.
So what would make it so that no physical theory can explain consciousness? What must be true about consciousness?
There physical theories can only why physical systems and physical structures physical functions. It must be true that they're
So if we're saying, hey, physical theories can only explain why physical systems have certain physical theories can only explain why physical systems, I'm just going to do this, physical systems have certain physical structures and how these physical systems have various physical functions. That's all we know so far about physical theories. But then we kind of come out of left field and we're like, therefore, no physical theory can explain consciousness. So why can't what could we say that would make it so a physical theory cannot explain consciousness? What must be true of consciousness?
that it's not a physical theory
Not that it's not a physical theory, that it's not what though?
of physical function
Or
or structure.
yes, well, I would just say it's not a physical system.
Okay. Oh, okay, okay.
Because if consciousness is not a physical system,
It doesn't have a structure or function. Okay.
it can't be a physical theory, right? Because if we do the contrapositive of this, if it's not a physical system, it can't be explained by a physical theory.
Okay.
Right, so go ahead and walk through these answer choices.
I think these go like difficulty 4 because they start confusing you with the words like physical. Not because they're
Like physical strength, yeah.
yeah, and you're like, what? Okay, physical.
Systems. Yeah,
All right, letter C. On to the next one.
physical theories, physical systems, physical
Yeah.
structures, and physical functions. Yeah, this sucks.
All right, so the conclusion of the argument follows logically if which one of the following is assumed. Physical
Yeah,
structures and functions.
what does encompass mean?
Like it must like fit, kind of.
Yeah, I was gonna say include.
Okay.
Like, so an explanation of consciousness must include more than just an
Next one.
explanation of physical structures and functions. All right. So you said
So
you kind of like this one?
I like it, but I don't because of the word encompass.
Okay, keep going.
So the physical structures and functions of consciousness are currently unknown. We don't. We don't.
We don't need that.
We don't know. We don't know that. Consciousness arises from processes that are entirely explainable by physical theories. No.
That's like the opposite of what we need.
Yeah. An explanation of physical structures and functions must be formulated in strictly physical terms. No. So we're between A and B. I mean, I liked, I would pick B if I was between A and
Excellent.
B.
Yeah, no, it's B because
Okay.
physical theories can't explain only physical events or physical things. Do we know if consciousness, well, I guess can only physical theories can only explain physical phenomena.
Phenomena.
Well, I guess like it's conscious. I guess consciousness isn't physical, so now I'm kind of nervous. I would for sure go with B because our definition here says that physical theories can explain only, so physical theories are only able to explain why physical systems have physical structures and physical functions. And if an explanation of consciousness must include more than just an explanation of physical structures and functions, that goes beyond what a physical theory can explain, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
The reason that I don't like, oh wait, no, that's not, the reason that I'm like I was tripped up for a second over A was it says physical theories can explain only physical phenomena, which in my head I'm thinking like, are they asking us to assume that if consciousness is a physical thing or not?
Phenomena. No, but
But
I think they
in
mean
my
from
head,
like the whole physical theory, the whole physical structure and the whole physical functions, or like phenomena. They're trying to
throw that in
confuse
there, and
us.
I'm like, wait, because like in my head, like physical theories can only explain physical phenomena. In my head, consciousness isn't physical, but I think that's going too far, which is why it's B. But that's why I got tripped up for a second. I was like, that's stupid.